I don't know about you guys, but like I've never really loved the word networking because it feels like too active of a verb for like just communicating with other people, you know?
Networking is very similar to going on a first date, I feel. If you're on a first date and somebody's talking only about themselves, you get super bored, and that's generally not someone I want to be connected with.
Thank yous go a really long way. I know for like a lot of folks who've gone out of their way to give me some knowledge or, you know, help me get a job sometimes or help me make the connection I need. Like, thank you is always like the first thing on my list that I think we need to be doing, and asking if there's anything I can like do for them.
We're all going through our own things on a day-to-day. If you can provide a step for somebody to help them move up, like that's the best thing that you could do for somebody. I think the best form of communication is like, and interaction is like the human interaction.
Would probably just be like one-on-one communication, like reaching out to someone, you know, email and be like, hey, do you got half an hour to grab coffee and just talk about this universe we exist in?
Like the thought of cold calling someone just stresses me out, but I do send a lot of emails, especially with my field. Like I've got collaborators all over the world. So if someone's in the same city as me, I'm like, hey, let's go get a bite. Like you guys are speaking my gospel, like social perceptiveness and emotional aspects. Like you can only really get that one-on-one. Even through Skype, I find it like super hard to really distill that person and really get that knowledge.
For me, I think it goes down in the DMs. So I personally, I love sending a DM out. I actually like noticing how people respond over DMs.
I like that. For me, I like going to events and meeting people. I don't like calling it networking, I just call it making friends. We're out here, I don't want to project that I'm trying to get something from you. I genuinely want to make a connection. And if, you know, some sort of symbiotic relationship results, I'm getting something, you get something, great. If not, we're just talking, good conversation, cool.
I classify my network in 3 levels. So I think the first level is social media. The second is I think my professional network, which is around my business, what I run. So investors, advisors, that's constantly growing. And then my personal network, which I find to be my most important, I have a very tight inner circle. When I started becoming, you know, an entrepreneur and started my company, I realized that the people I need in my life are people I can call at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. They'll pick up, they'll be willing to listen, to talk, to give me the time and space. So I like to keep it to about 5 to 7 people that are including family members or just really, really close friends I talk to every day.
My network is quite large and diverse and growing. I've got science communicators, I've got folks who are in business, who are in tech. I've been really fortunate, and that network's been really great for helping build me up and mentor me, but also I've got younger folks in that network too who are also, I connect with other people in fields that they're interested in, so networking right now is a really big part of my existence.
See, I like the way that you describe your network as diverse, because like I feel like for me, I don't have that. The media world tends to be like a pretty insular universe, and like once you're pretty well connected in that world, and you have connections in that, you don't tend to branch out from that space. That for me has been a goal. My industry's changed a lot just in the last 10, 15 years. And so I've been looking for a lot of mentorship out of networking. They get out of my head and they tell me where they see like my strengths are. And there are so many things in my career that I would have never thought about doing if it wasn't for my network.
Yes, yeah. I love that about people finding, like pulling out your strengths for you. That's the reason I did a PhD.
For me, I think the value I get from my network is relatability. So as an entrepreneur, you have a lot of nights that are incredibly lonely. There are a lot of times you feel like your problems are singular. So to have a network where you can call someone up and you can explain yourself and they're like, I totally empathize with that. I've gone through something very similar, is the best feeling in the world.
I love that. The network that I have, they provide value in so many ways. They're like my toolkit. They are the ones that also support me. And then in return, anything that they need from me, whether it's athletic-wise, speaking-wise, business opportunities, like I'm the man. They got my number.